Today we are showing you guys the first full completed set for the NBA and for this upcoming season, which is the Minnesota Timberwolves. These have been confirmed via promotional material and current preseason rotation of jerseys, so if anything changes, I will be sure to notify you guys in a new video or in the comments. For this upcoming season, the sponsor patch will be Aura, a software development company based in Boston, Massachusetts. This has been the sponsor for the Wolves since 2020 when it replaced Fitbit. Now, it's a little bit harder for me to include these as they can change and have changed mid-season before, but as of right now for the Wolves, it is Aura. The Bill Russell 6 patch will also not be worn this season, so please ignore if any references images feature this logo. The association jersey for this upcoming season is the same jersey since the inception of Nike into the NBA jersey rotation. A white jersey with wolves on the front and dark blue, lighter blue, and green accents around the jersey near the shorts and within the shorts logo. This jersey has been confirmed from the Wolves preseason games so far. The icon jersey is the same from last year. A dark blue jersey with Minnesota and a white stripe across the front, pretty much the exact opposite from their association jerseys. This has been confirmed, not from games yet, but for the Wolves gifting a jersey to Ranveer Singh during the Abu Dhabi games. The statement jersey this year is the same as previous as well. A slate jersey with the green the Wolves used as an accent around the neck, numbers, and logo. This is confirmed via the Timberwolves preseason warmups, where Naz Reid is seen wearing a practice jersey in the same silhouette. This jersey was only introduced last season, replacing the statement jersey from 2017. This will have a Jordan sponsor logo instead of Nike, as it is the same with all statement jerseys across the league. The city jersey this year was revealed a couple of months ago, but it is a primarily blue jersey with white accents, as well as a water gradient going up and down the front and back of the jersey near the word mark and the player's name and number. The word mark is also smaller than the regular jersey. The tag near the sizing patch on the front features Land of 10,000 Lakes, which ties into the jersey and its water feature, which is also the tagline for the Wolves as they revealed this jersey. This season's city jersey uniform is an ode to lake life in Minnesota and is inspired by the summertime fun that can only be found in the Land of 10,000 Lakes. The final jersey for the Wolves repertoire this season is the Classic Edition uniform, which is a refresh of their 1989 to 1996 home jerseys, featuring primarily white with blue and green accents. The green does feel a little different from their main uniform set, but it replicates the correct colors from the seasons it was in use for. The Nike logo on the front features the Nike wordmark logo from 1994 and before, which changed in the 2021-2022 season from the basic Nike logo used on the icon and association jerseys. And that is the full set for the Minnesota Timberwolves for the upcoming season. Which of the 5 featured is your favorite? Which one is the worst? Now, to give my full opinion on these jerseys, I think they're pretty good. I think that there's not really a lot wrong with this set. I like the dark blue, I like the light blue, and I like the green a lot too. I feel like I was one of the only people who were a fan of those like neon jerseys that they had. The neon statement jerseys that they wore before. But I really like the new ones that they have. I just feel like it's a little bit more updated. It looks a lot more professional. But yeah, I think that those are some pretty good main jerseys. I think the city jersey this year is very interesting. I think that it's fun that they went in a direction that we haven't really seen too much of, which is like a gradient. Now, this reminds me a lot of the rose that the Warriors had last year, where it was like a picture of something. But this one's like a watermark, or like a water gradient. So I think it's a lot different, but I think it works way better than obviously the Warriors one did, because the Warriors one was awful, to be honest. But I think that this city jersey might be like one of the best. Now, it probably won't be one that a lot of people buy, which I think is the reason that they're going with a lot of black city jerseys this year, because they want people to buy those jerseys. But if you compare that to the classic jersey that they're throwing out, I think this classic jersey, honestly, is one for the books. Like, I think that this Wolves jersey is one of those jerseys that not a lot of people remember, but when they see them, they're like, oh yeah, these were sick. And I just think that this one will end up being like one of those jerseys that in the future, we're like, dang, I wish they would remake these again, because it's a great looking jersey, honestly. Like, it's the green and the blue, and it just being on the white. Like, even the blue one, like the blue away jerseys are really good too. I think these are a little bit better, but that's my personal opinion. I like white jerseys more. Like, I've changed throughout the years. I used to like colored jerseys, and now I like white jerseys. So very different. I think the Timberwolves set is pretty decent. Like, I don't think there's really anything you can complain about as a Wolves fan, unless you really don't like those main jerseys with like the stripes and stuff. I know a lot of people liked the Hornets jerseys from years past, like before we had the pinstripes. I personally didn't love them, especially the purple one, because I felt like it was just a swing and a miss. I felt like they could have done a lot more, and I feel like they did really well with the pinstripes that we have. But I mean, looking at these Wolves ones, there's not much that I can like say like, oh, they're missing this, etc., etc. I think it's just a very good looking home and away jersey. I think it's a very good looking statement jersey, and I think that it plays into their alternate color really well. Plus, it's black. I feel like every team should have at least one black jersey in the rotation, which I think a lot of teams do. There's city jersey this year. I mean, like, I'm not from Minnesota, so I'm not going to get one because I don't really care about the land of 10,000 lakes. But, I mean, the classic jersey's awesome too. Like, I think all 5 of the jerseys are pretty high tier. I think, like, there's like this, there's preconceived notion with, like, when you think of the Timberwolves, you think of bad jerseys. Not really, but like, I mean, most of the jerseys that they have had since they got rid of the pine tree jerseys have been kind of mid, which has only been like 3 sets. But, you know, trying to remove those from your mindset and like think of other teams that are currently like releasing jerseys, like the Jazz and the Cavaliers. Like, this is a lot of fun. I love that the alternating colors, like with the stripes and stuff like that. So I think that the like Wolves fans should appreciate these jerseys. I don't think that the Wolves are going to have a rebrand anytime soon, because they're really dug in with this like aesthetic and this logo that they have, which, I mean, all teams are, but it's like when the Hornets were going to change away into the new jerseys, you could easily tell that they were like ready for that since 2 years before like they changed. Same with like the Bobcats going to the Hornets. Like, we all knew that was going to come around as soon as the Pelicans switched. Like, I think that the Wolves will keep this style for a while. I think that they're really good icon and association and statement jerseys, and their city jerseys usually are pretty good. I mean, I've ragged on them before for being kind of boring, but like, comparing them to other teams, boring is a lot better than bad. So that's pretty much where I stand. And I love the classic jersey, so there's not much else to say. But like I asked before, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. If you have any other things you want to talk about or anything else you want to mention, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Go ahead and subscribe, because I will be posting all of the jerseys for every team in the NBA this season. Thank you so much to bballjerseys.com for letting me use some reference images. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.